Hello, basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's contest between the Martin County West Mavericks and the Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs. Tonight's NFHS broadcast is brought to you by the Expressway of Janesville. Good gas deals, and they have great food. Their lunch specials are second to none. They have a chicken meal, and let me tell you something, it's very, very good. And everyone can agree on that. So as you can see on your screen, the Martin County West Mavericks coming in tonight 4-5 on the season. However, don't let that fool you. One of those losses is to Hill Murray. So that should tell you something. And JWP coming in tonight 2-11. Last week they picked up a big win over Triton though, so don't sell those Bulldogs short. They're young, they're talented. Their best days are in the future. However, they're here to compete today. So once again, I am Jace Emery. Along with, like I was last night, we have Anakin Williams and Donovan Neer, who will be joining us here at the booth. They did a pretty good job last night. They didn't mess things up, so we brought them back for a second helping. We'd like to thank you for joining us this Friday the 13th evening, and you're in the right spot. You have the second best seat you can have. You're not here live? Well, you're at the comfort of your own home. We're about 4 minutes from starting lineups. And we got the band here tonight. They'll be doing the national anthem in a little bit. I'll be reading off the starting lineups. So they'll take care of the national anthem for us. Once again, a little bit under 4 minutes till we will be ready for action. Your starters this evening, whoops, that's the wrong program. Your starters this evening for the visiting Martin County West Mavericks will be Alyssa Williamson, who is a sophomore, Hunter Wrightson, a senior, Maya Taylor, a junior, Renee Ekman, a junior, and Sierra Williamson, a junior. Their heights are not listed. However, starting for the Bulldogs will be Brielle Cords, the 5'11" junior, Kaylee Shook, the 5'7" senior, Emily Budak, the 5'7" senior, Kirsten Lynch, the 5'3" junior, and Emily Olson, the 5'1" 8th grader. And Emily Olson is a star in the making, so to speak. And there are many other good youthful Bulldogs who you will see tonight. Emma Johnson, of course, Amanda Sack, as well as Mandy Gruss. So many players who were on just the junior high program last year getting varsity action already as 8th graders and freshmen. So that's the story from right here at the booth right now. We'll be with you every inch of the way tonight. Once again, thank you so much for ordering your NFHS pay-per-view subscription to not only JWP Athletics, but athletics for all NFHS schools in the United States. And we know you have a lot of options on your Friday evening. Thank you so much for joining us. For those of you joining us in the future, welcome to the rebroadcast. You know, these broadcasts are very fun, and, you know, what an age we live in where, you know, anybody in the country can watch a high school game. They don't have to be here live, but they get to watch the game live. And even 5-10 years ago, that was not an option. So what a time, what a time. 1 minute, 45 seconds till our starting lineups. And Coach Prunty of the Bulldogs entering her second season. This is only our second, well, I guess I was gone. My daughter was being born the last time the Lady Bulldogs were here. But that is my cue. That is the school song. So I'll be with you in a little bit. We'll see you soon. keeping this game at a high level of good sportsmanship. Now, please join us in honoring the United States of America as the JWP Pep Band, led by Becky Strobel, performs our national anthem. Starting at guard, a sophomore, number 1, Alyssa Williamson. Starting at guard, a senior, number 3, Hunter Wrightson. Starting at guard, a junior, number 15, Maya Taylor. Starting at forward, a junior, number 23, Renee Ekman. And starting at forward, a senior, number 25, Sierra Williamson. The Mavericks are coached by Roger Taylor, Deanna Garber, and Steph Wohlheber. And now, the starting lineup for the very own Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs. Starting at forward, 5'11" junior, number 4, Brielle Forbes. Starting at guard, 5'17", number 10, Haley Ship. Starting at forward, 5'17", number 12, Emily Buda. Starting at guard, the 5'3" junior, number 22, Kirsten Lynch. And starting at guard, the 5'1", 8th grader, number 30, Emily Olsen. The Bulldogs are coached by Kirsten Prunty, Tyler Ranslow, and Lincoln Olsen. How'd I sound? There we go. That's the goal. All right, we're back. Boy, this is going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to this one. This is my first girls game I've seen since opener, so I'm really looking forward to this one. We'll get the scoreboard here on the board for you. You know it's Anakin Williams. You know it's Donovan Neer with us. Now we're going to get to the heart of the matter. We're going to get to the action. We'll get a fresh 18 on the clock for you. And there we are. There it is. There it is. MCW, Martin County West, JWP, the Janesville Waldorf Pemberton. The Mavericks in white, the Bulldogs in blue. All right. Boy, I need a drink of water already, and we haven't even begun yet. Bulldogs win the tip. All right. Coming out faster are the Bulldogs. Budak hands it off to Lynch. Lynch over to Shook. Shook dribbles down. Over to Cords. Maybe tried to force the Budak. Tipped away by the Mavericks. And it will stay with the Bulldogs. Olsen the inbounder. Budak. Oh, a little too hard off the glass that time. Rebound Mavericks. Taylor And Olsen almost caused the turnover. Well, Emily Olsen once again, probably the top prospect to come down in a long time for the Bulldogs. Maybe since Sam Gruss. Turns it over. Olsen will inbound in front of the JWP student section. Oh, and that's gonna stay with the Bulldogs. Kind of tight quarters there. And Lynch. There you go. Whoa, and it's turned over. Oh, couldn't handle it. Right in front of the Bulldog bench. And a hold is the call. I'm going to show Anakin something new since he's day 2. He wants to get a little fancier. He can get a little fancier. If he doesn't want to get fancy, he doesn't have to get fancy, though. Anakin's a good guy. He's a 7th grader. Whoa. And it's going to be another foul. Oh, look at that. And then he's got to hit submit on it. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Look at that. Right on your screen it says foul. You know it's a foul. Best in the business. Best, bar none. Still looking for the game's first point, our both squads. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the Martin County West Mavericks coming in tonight 4-5 on the season. One of those losses is to Hill Murray. So that is an indication of the level of play that teams they have been playing thus far. Bulldogs coming in tonight 2-11. However, they had a 3-point victory over Triton last week that many were not expecting. So these Bulldogs are hungry for some wins. There may be a few upsets along the way too. But I promise you folks, it's going to be a very exciting time very soon in Bulldog JWP girls basketball history. It's coming. Not going to happen this year, of course, because we see the record. It will be happening within the next 3 years, though. You watch. 1-0 our score. And the Mavericks get it in. Bounce pass over to Williamson. Back to Taylor. Taylor to Wrightson. And plops it in. Nice bucket that time by Ekman. Ekman appears to be Taylor. That's Taylor, number 15. However, Ekman and Taylor are pretty tall. The Martin County West Mavericks did not list the heights on their roster. However, I would anticipate 5'11" to 6 feet on both those girls. And what's the call? It is a foul. And look at that. Boy. We have a touch screen computer here, so it makes it a little easier for Anakin. He does a good job. Emily Olsen to inbound. Foul was on Wrightson, her first, team first. The cords shook for 2. It's off. It's a little long. That's going to be Bulldog basketball. Taylor tried to save it using that reach, but it could not work. And Lynch. 2-3 zone being used by the Mavericks. That seems to be the norm. Oh gosh. Our camera did not pick that up. But there was a big scrum, and Budak hit the deck. I hope she's okay. She appears fine. Budak's a competitor, I'll tell you. when Sack's pass, maybe a little too telegraphed, Sack has entered the contest. Sack, a 9th grader. The last 2 seasons, Sack was on my junior high team. A great left-handed point guard. She's gonna be another good one. You watch. To Olsen. And that's Williamson across center court. Sack providing the defense. Bulldogs looking to get that turnover and get that first bucket. We're over 3 minutes into this one. No points right now. The big goose egg for the Bulldogs. And stepped out of bounds. And it's heading back to the Bulldogs. Coach Roger Taylor saying, take a charge out there. And, we're getting close to 5. It's going to stay with the Bulldogs. Timeout called by Coach Kirsten Prunty. And we're going to go to there. Oh, look at that. I didn't even show him that one. Wow, good job, Anakin. We're going to go to some of our local sponsors. They got that great new building in Janesville. Just constructed this past summer and fall. I'm talking about Ginger P Designs. Modern, fresh paper goods. If you don't want to stop in the store, you can go online, www.gingerpdesigns.com. And when we're talking about Ginger P Designs, we're talking quality. Invitations, thank you cards, Christmas cards, birthday cards, you name it, they got it or they can do it for you. I've seen wedding invitations come out high end, but certainly willing to work within your budget, no doubt about it. Ginger P Designs, once again, that beautiful new building in Janesville, Minnesota. And gives it to Lynch. Olsen was charging down the court. Obviously, they were trying maybe a long-range play. Oh, and Lynch, you got to watch those elbows. Boy, got to watch those elbows a little bit. And I don't know if we'll see her later in the contest, but one of the Martin County West girls has a broken nose and is wearing the protective mask. And look at this. 8th grader Emma Johnson, number 34, coming into the game. So if you're keeping track, right now, there is a freshman, a 9th grader, and 2 8th graders in the lineup for the Bulldogs. Youth movement. And it is, it's off the Mavericks. A little different setting here tonight. We'll probably show it to you maybe at halftime or timeout. There was a lot of kids running by the coaches last night. And so they decided to get out the folding chairs instead of having the team sit on the front row of the bleachers. So with that, they had to get a little more space, so they've cut a row out. So the top 3 rows are partitioned off here on our side of the bleachers. So this is kind of press row right here. We got obviously our booth. To the left of us, we got the camera crew filming for the team. To the right of us, we got the Martin County West camera crew. No other, no AM radio station here tonight. We had that last night. But there's nobody else in our row. And so you won't hear the fan chatter like maybe you did in the past, but you're in the game. And literally, we are chained off so nobody can come back here. And it's a 5-second call. A timeout before the 5-second call. Olsen maybe showing a little inexperience there, but that's par for the course for an 8th grader who starts on varsity. So here we are. 13:51 in the first half remaining. The girls have been away a lot, but they got a lot of home games coming up. The 17th, St. Clair comes into town. The 19th, Medelia is coming into town. The 23rd, Waseca coming into town. Let me tell you, I played against the Waseca, or I coached against the Waseca team last year, and they are good. And they are very, very good, and we'll see them in action. They're young as well. Oh, boy, that's not what was... Oh, and the older lady in the front row wasn't expecting... the ball to end up in her lap. And that was probably not what was drawn up in the timeout. But the old heave-ho was thrown, and it didn't work out for the Bulldogs. Williamson down low, and it's put in that time by Ekman. 5-0 our score. Floater pass to Johnson, and she hits the bottom of the backboard. Got a little too under that one. Emma Johnson, a very accomplished track athlete, maybe a little too fast that time. And that'll be a foul on Cords, I believe. Team third, perhaps. I think we found a keeper here in Donovan Neer and Anakin Williams. They do a fine job. Fine job. This is only their second game doing this. Although Donovan joined us at opener, though. Lynch and Budak coming in for the Bulldogs. Shook and Olsen taking a seat. Excuse me, Sven and Olsen taking a seat, as well as Cords. So right now on the court, we have two seniors, a junior, and an 8th grader, and a 9th grader. Free throws up, clangs off the iron. Mavericks get their own rebound. And Mavericks, and they're not rushing in. Number 21, Cheyenne Owens, obviously, as you can see, wearing the protective mask, does not want to re-injure the nose. You see that about maybe once a season, someone wearing the protective mask. Traveling the call. And hopefully this possession, if you're a Bulldogs fan, they can get on the board. We're a little past 5 minutes into this one. Still the big goose egg for the Bulldogs right now. And yeah. Very good defense by the Mavericks, and that's a 5-second violation. And it goes back to the Mavericks. Not a foul. Just a violation. No shot. Now that's a foul. And Anakin is giving me that look right now like, actually he's not giving me a look at all. Never mind. I was expecting a different look. I thought he'd give me the look like, come on, are you kidding me, Mr. Emery? I just did this. But no. Or I thought I'd look and I'd see disdain and disgust, but that is not the case either. Blocked by Cords. Yeah. Or recently broken. Yeah, that mask, that's to protect the broken nose, or maybe recently recovering from a broken nose, or possibly an orbital bone issue. And anybody who's broken their nose, they'll tell you that it's one of the most painful injuries there is. I believe my dad broke his nose one time. I want to say he has a scar on his nose because of it. But I could be wrong. Now the Bulldogs using the same 3-2 inbound defense. And, there's the box out. Good box out by Cords. Sack. To Budak. Budak had 6 arms right in her face and couldn't get that one off. Down the court they go. Yep. She stumbled. Subs coming in for the Mavericks. Number 25, Sierra Williamson. And number 1, Alyssa Williamson. I am not sure the relation. Sierra is a senior. Alyssa a sophomore. Very well could be sisters. Oh my. Not yet. Another 5-second call. And this is where the youth and inexperience is coming in right now for the Bulldogs. Tight defense by the Mavericks. Set shot. Oh, and the bodies are flying. Bodies are flying. Holy smokes. And, down the other end. And Lynch. And it does not fall. Oh, boy. That was got to be a push-off there. Got to be. And they did not call it. Must not have been viewed as a push-off. That's a foul. And Owens will be heading to the line for a pair. Foul was on blue 12, says the referee. And, of course, blue 12, Emily Budak, the senior. That's her second. 11:57 to go, first half. 5-0 our score. You know, the Minnesota Twins are coming to Mankato next week. The Minnesota Caveman sounds like a baseball score, 5-0. Sack heads out. Mandy Gruss making her first appearance. Mandy Gruss, much like Amanda Sack, a freshman. Mandy Gruss was on my team the last 2 years. A great basketball player. The younger sister of one of the all-time greats in JWP history, Sam Gruss. And let me tell you something about Mandy Gruss. Yes, she's a great athlete. Varsity volleyball, varsity basketball. She's a better person. And she's a darn good athlete. So that shows you how good of a person she is. One of the nicest young ladies you'll ever meet. Real Cords. And just can't get it to fall. And tried to save it. And Olsen draws the foul. She'll head to the line for two. Hoping to crack the egg right now on that scoreboard. With 11:28 to go in the first half. So almost 7 minutes into this one. Bulldogs looking to break the ice. Nothing but silk for Olsen. And the shutout is broken. A young man's waving to people, and no one's waving back. I don't know who he was waving at. That's beside the point, though. Oh, boy. Lost the handle, did Owens. Heading to the Bulldogs. Yeah, we had a couple incidents last night with some kids. We had one kid on the court, and we had kids running in front of the seats. So they put in a little bit of a buffer zone in back of the teams. So hopefully that does not become a distraction tonight. Foul that time. I'm not sure. It was on the Mavericks. That was the Mavericks' fifth. And wow, Anakin, great job, Anakin. And they made sure it wasn't a 5-second this time. It's going to be a long two for Lynch. Oh, boy, it's off the mark. And it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. Emily Olsen's father, Lincoln Olsen. I coached with him last year. Another, once again, great guy. Great coach, but a better guy. And Lincoln is now the C squad, or the 9th grade coach this year. He's helping out with his daughter on varsity as well. Oh, and that's going to be a body foul. And that was on number 11, Madison Klima, the sophomore. Klima with her first foul. Lynch will inbound in front of the scorer's table. Not on your screen, but the bottom left, right by the NFHS logo. Gets it into Gruss. Gruss, the bounce pass to Lynch. Bounce pass to Cords. Back to Lynch. Lynch for two. It's off. Down the court, the Mavericks go. And the layup is in for Alyssa Williamson. 9-1. And Budak. Oh, Gruss had an opening. There was an opening there for Gruss, but Cords didn't see it. Cuts to Budak. She shoots, and it's in for Budak. Rattled in, then off the backboard. And, of course, that shot was brought to you by Janesville State Bank, helping build a better Janesville. Whoa, I messed that up bad. Sorry. to the Janesville State Bank people. Hopefully there's another bank shot and I get to do that again, because that was awful. Anakin saying maybe I could have done that one better. And I say, just stick to the scoreboard, young man. No, he's a good kid. And it's in on the other end. Oh, and the Janesville student section got a little bit of a rude awakening there. They got the ball right in the mush. Someone did. Looks like that was Destiny Peterson, a volleyball player. Looks like she's okay, though. Maybe a little startled. And Sack coming back in for the Bulldogs, as well as Swin. And Lynch taking a seat, as well as Budak. Budak has the only basket so far other than the free throw for the Bulldogs. Budak, a very accomplished athlete as well. I know she was on volleyball. I think she might be involved in track or softball as well. Olsen's shot hits the side of the backboard. Might have been blocked partially. Mavericks across center court. Taylor over to Williamson. And to Owens. And traveling by Ekman. Once again, number 1 is Alyssa Williamson. And no foul. Nope, just a violation. And Sierra Williamson is number 25. You've heard of the Williams sisters in tennis. Well, we got the Williamson sisters. Oh, boy. Pressure. And gives it to Sack. Sack to Olsen. Back to Sack. Bruce. And Olsen can handle it. Stolen by Owens. Bruce providing the defense. And it's going to be a foul, I believe, on Swen. And Shook will be coming back in after the first free throw. Free throw is up. It's off. Shook for Olsen. And Coach Roger Taylor showing the proper form on the free throw. And we'll see if it pays off this time. And it's in. Well, it paid off. Pressure defense by the Mavericks. 12-3 our score. And Sack gets it to Cruz. She likes that shot. She doesn't miss that shot. I've seen her make that shot 50 to 75 times, I bet, over the course of the last couple of years. She doesn't miss that one. That side shot, that mid-range jumper has always been hers, and it paid true there. And Olsen coming back in for Shook. So quick subs being used by the Bulldogs. 12-5 our score. That last foul was the third foul on Shook. So we will probably not see her the final 8 minutes of the first half. Free throw up. It's off. Bonus for the bonus for the Mavericks the rest of the way. Oh, hits the deck. And of course, every inch of the way now, every foul, whether shooting or not shooting, it's to the free throw line for the Mavericks. (12-5) our score. And Owens, after a long time on the court, Wrightson returns after a long breather. Wrightson, of course, was a starter. Wrightson, a senior. And the second free throw is up for Williamson. And it's Nelly. Did not graze iron on that one. Did I just see a dab sneeze? Okay. I thought I saw a dab sneeze. Let me tell you something, folks. I don't know if you're familiar with this dabbing business, but they can put it 6 feet under as far as I'm concerned. Oh, and it's in, and from all the way on the other end, the foul is called, the push foul. And our score, 14-5, and that foul, let me see, who's that going to be on? That's going to be on Cords, her second. And you can see at the bottom of your screen, Coach Prunty talking to the youth, talking to Sack and Olsen. Free throw rattles out. Maybe blocked by Swen that time. And Gruce will inbound for the Bulldogs. And wait, Tyler Kroll coming in. Another one of my, another former player coming in. Swen, a former player as well, as is Brielle Cords. In fact, everyone, it's kind of fun to see your former players in at Varsity now. Every one of these players on the court at one time or the other spent some time on my teams, and boy, they are talented. Very talented girls. You know, we didn't always win the most games, but I'm telling you, you have to have heart to survive. Of the current junior class, I coached them for 2 years. We started with 14 of them. 14 were on the roster, and how many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 14 are left. So you have to have desire. You have to have talent, and you have to have desire to make it this long. Olsen's free throw is up. It's in. Oh, second free throw's up and in. Olsen connects on both of them. Passes it to Williamson. And that's going to be a foul. And who's that foul on? I did not, it's obviously on the Bulldogs, but oh boy, that's the third foul for Cords. And not a lot of height on this Bulldogs roster. Cords and King at about 6 feet, and Swen will come in. Kroll has transitioned to a post as well. At one point, she was more of a guard, but necessity, they needed the post, so Kroll probably more suited for a post position anyhow. Sack comes away with it. Sack to Gruce. Gruce thought about it. Oh, and Olsen recovered. Ooh, it had to be. Late call, but it was the right call. And Lynch is coming in for Olsen. (15-7), low-scoring contest, but it's not a blowout. Either team's game. Big pass. Oh, nice. I'm surprised there wasn't a foul called with it, but Sierra Williamson puts it in for 2. Uh-oh. They got Lynch in the danger zone. Push is the call. And that was the saving grace, so to speak, for Lynch, because she was in no woman's land there, and it wasn't looking good. If she had one of those lights that you can flash to the whole town, it would have said SOS. But she's going to head, because now the Bulldogs are in the bonus now, so Lynch will head to the line, and the free throw is up, and it's off. Oh, and good aggressive play that time by Swen to clench the rebound. And it's going to stay, the jump ball is going to stay with the Bulldogs. No foul, no foul, no foul. Going to stay with the Bulldogs. And Gruce for 2. Oh, a little short. It looked good, though. Just needed a little more oomph on it. It would have been in. Three-pointer. Whoa, it's off. Long rebound by the Mavericks. Nice fake. Fake again. Maybe too many fakes. And that's Alyssa Williamson, the younger of the two. Over to her sister, Sierra. I assume her sister. And the Bulldog fans clapping. There we go. Good defense by the Bulldogs that time. And Sack on the left side of your screen there gets it into Gruce. And there's Lynch. Good awareness. To Swan. Oh, off the knee. Heading the other way. Outlet pass, and oh boy, they can almost pick who's going to choose it, who shoots it, I mean. And Alyssa Williamson, the left-handed layup, and it is in. And down at the other end, foul. And one thing I forgot to mention, Sack during our opener injured her shoulder. She was out of action for 2 to 3 weeks. She is back, obviously, and she's been back for quite some time now. But it's good to see that because some people thought the injury might have been worse than it was. Gets it into Gruce. Lynch, oh, I passed up an open look. Good defense by the Mavericks. That's Kroll. Kroll a little hard off the glass. I want to say Kroll shot that left-handed too. She's a righty. I think she's a righty. That's a little over-aggressive that time was Kroll. Kroll, a junior. Swen, a junior. Lynch, a junior. And Sack and Gruce, freshman. Foul was on Kroll, her first. Double bonus now for the Mavericks. 2 free throws at time. Coming back in for the Mavericks, number 11, Madison Klima. As well as number 11, Madison Klima. And then I believe Maya Taylor has returned as well. Free throws up and in. And Lynch. Oh, down the court is Olsen. Nice play by Olsen. Puts it up and in for 2. Only an 8th grader. Heading down the court, tried to defeat it again. Olsen, the erratic save, and on the line was Ekman. And Owens coming back in favor of Teasy, who I forgot to mention came in. She was only in briefly. Carly Teasy, a sophomore. Gets it into Sack. Sack, a lefty. Gotta be a foul. Lynch will head to the line for 2. Shooting foul. 9th team foul by the Mavericks. Oh, I said 19. I meant to say 9th team foul. So my apologies to those of you at home if I said 19th foul. Free throw is in, and the Bulldogs are in double digits with 10 points now, 21-10. Certainly not over. Oh, Kroll couldn't handle the rebound. It's off. Over to Lynch. Oh, what a save! What a save! The behind the back twisted pass, and there was a wide open couple Mavericks there, and oh no, loose handle again. A little sloppy right now by the Bulldogs. And it's going to be a push. Question is on We know it's on the Mavericks, and it was on, in particular, Taylor, her second. Both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way for the next 4 minutes and 4 seconds. A lot of fouls this first half. That's why the action has been a little slower than usual. Free throw in for Swen. Coming in for the Martin County West Mavericks, Alyssa Williamson in favor of Taylor. Taylor, who just got her second foul moments after coming into the game. Swen's free throws up. It's off. And Wrightson off the knee. No foul. Sack. Inbounding it. Don't want to get another 5-second call. Oh, it's stolen away. Wrightson puts it up and in. And there it is, the sack. Oh, I think Kroll should have set a screen there. Sack for 3. It's going to be off. Good play by Swanigan to clench. We've got some junior high kids that left us throwing popcorn all over the place. I hope they're going to clean it up. You know, the custodians do a hard job, and they don't need some 7th and 8th graders throwing popcorn all over the place. I feel like shaking my fist at them and saying, knock it off. But I won't do that. Not yet, anyway. We're having some fun here on Friday the 13th, folks. Well, I don't know about that. It is Friday the 13th. I don't know. We got Paige Lampkin to the left of me. Paige Lampkin, a great kid. She was in my class many moons ago and also is involved with the basketball program. She is listed as the student manager, and she's the official videographer for the Lady Bulldogs. Paige Lampkin, a great kid. Gets it in. And oh boy. Oh boy, oh, and off the head. So not only gets the foul, then the shot goes in, then it lands right on her head. And boy, that's a double trouble. There you go, Friday the 13th again, off the head. What do you know? Lynch coming in. Boy, what a little bit of a slow first half here. We still got 3 minutes to go about. A lot of fouls, so it might be a battle of the benches. And it plops in for Williamson. 28-11 Mavericks. And the Mavericks really dialing up the defense right now. Yep, and just as I predicted, a parent has come by to scold the youngsters on throwing popcorn. I don't know if a spanking was threatened or not, but it might have been. Oh, and the errant pass by Sack lands almost right in the lap of one of the coaches for the Martin County West Mavericks. Going the other way. Oh. And Olsen, draws the foul, though. These refs are being very liberal with their calling, where they're letting, they're blowing the whistles often. Not conserving the whistle, not at all. Shot is in for Olsen. What an opportunity for Emily Olsen as an 8th grader to start very few 8th graders in the state of Minnesota are starting at varsity right now. I don't care the level of, this is 1A, but I don't care what level you are. That is an accomplishment, no doubt about it. And I think any school in the state would love to have Emily in their program. You could say that about a lot of these Bulldog girls. Kicks it out. Long two. And the long two is in for Klima. 30-13. And Olsen, power drive. It's off. Gets her own board. To Swen, out to Sack. Sack kicks it out to Lynch. Lynch for two. It's in. Oh boy, a little hesitant are the Bulldogs on defense. Some were fixing their headbands, and when you fix your headbands, that's what's going to make Teasy get the two. Timeout called by Coach Taylor of the Martin County West Mavericks. And I'm gonna pause for a second, get a little Aquafina in me. All right, and we are back out of the timeout. Lynch will inbound for the Bulldogs. Across center court. Yes, we were planning on doing that. Yep. All right. We have been asked to record the 5th graders, and we certainly will do that. And a jump. And the possession arrow favors the Mavericks of Martin County West. Oh, and left-handed layup is in. And 34-15 our score. Heading the other way, it's Olsen. And is off. A push foul. And boy, we at least 25 fouls in the first half. Total. At least. Boy. And Olsen's second free throw up momentarily. It's up and it's off. Rebound Mavericks. And there's a there. You know, I think Anakin has had to put the yellow foul blip up more times than he was expecting tonight. Yep, put her up. There it is. I'll have to get the number at halftime after our, let's see, I think we got the 5th grade girls performing. Yeah, we'll be filming them. McKenna Zimke just asked me. McKenna Zimke, a very talented 7th grader. And much like a lot of the other girls we've been talking about today, McKenna Zimke, great athlete, but above that, a quality student at JWP. You know, athletics are great, but what kind of a citizen are you going to be in the community? And certainly a lot of these Bulldog athletes are certainly great examples. And Lynch will inbound for the Bulldogs. Gets it into Gruce. Stolen away. Boy, like the thief in the night on that one. And it is right to Klima, and she puts it in for two. Inbounded to Olsen. Olsen and bumped by Williamson. And that's another foul. And I'm guessing that clock's wrong. The clock says it's almost 9 o'clock at night. That's got to be an error. It's what? What's? It's 8:56 at night. Oh, my heavens. We've been here a while. We're not. I think last night I got home at like 9:20 at night, and we're not even at halftime, and it's almost 9 o'clock. Unbelievable. This could be one of those, hey, it's Friday the 13th. Spooky things happen. Crazy things happen. We might be here till 10 o'clock. We might be here till the witching hour. You never know. 36-16 our score. Mavericks in the lead. Maybe holding it for the last shot here. Coach Taylor calling something out. Fist. We'll see what that is momentarily. Williamson fakes. Passes it off to Miller. Miller off. Long rebound by Swen. Gets it to sack. 3, 2, 1. It'll count. And it's off. We head into halftime with our score. The the Martin County West Mavericks 36. The Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs 16. And gentlemen, we're going to stay here this halftime. Just follow the action. And we'll do just like it's a varsity. So we got some 5th graders out there now. I'm a 6th grade teacher here at JWP. I know a few of these girls through Math Masters. We have a Math Masters program. So I know a few of them. So I won't know the names, but we'll keep the camera on the action here. And we're going to remove there we go. So now we can see more of the action. That looks like Alexis Dahlberg with the ball. Dahlberg's in my Math Masters program. Good kid. Her older brother, Deacon Dahlberg, was one of my students last year, one of the finest students I've had. And I don't know all the names. I'm sorry. Tight defense by blue number 3. Who is that? Oh, that's Emily Olson's younger sister. And Dahlberg gets it out, passing it around. Oh, almost stolen away there. The one major difference since I came to JWP in 2012. I coached 7th grade my first year here. The big difference between now and then, the youth program has really, really improved. And the hard work of many of the youth coaches. I'll be missing, if I try to name them, I know I'd miss somebody. So our youth coaches have done an amazing job. And certainly hats off to all of them, because you can certainly see the evidence of their work in the amount of young players coming up through the ranks of both the boys and girls programs. And not only success on the court, success in the classroom, and success off the court as well. Oh, heading the other way, guys. Heading the other way. There we go. So we got some subs coming in. Oh, it's off. Nice pass there. Shot is up. And puts it in for 2. I think that's Olivia. Boy, Olivia. Probably, if not one of the most polite young girls I've had or I've seen. I've never been her teacher, but I had her older brother last year, and what a great kid Olivia is. Always says hi to me and always gives me a high five in the hallway, and that it's great to have. Oh, nice shot there by Dahlberg. Nothing but net. Substitutions made. Oh, what a shot by number 2. Nothing but net again. Swish. I think I know 55 too. I think that's, I think 55 is Marley Zimke. She's in my Math Masters crew as well. Great kid. I think that's her. Oh, nice drive. Rebound blue team. Yes, the 55 was Marley on that last one. And the other way. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there we go. We're going to do an official sub here. There we go. Going to throw it in. Well, that's a 3. Little off. Boy, the house would have come down if she made that one. Nice putback that time by Zimke. Oh, nice. Oh, it comes out. I thought that one was going to drop. Zimke over to Olivia. Oh, it's off the mark. Nice save that time by number, is that number 6 or number 8? Number 8 of the blue team. Nice save. That looks like a Seeley. I think that's Jocelyn Seeley's younger sister. Inbounded. Oh, a 3. Little off the mark. Good offensive board that time by the blue squad. Pump fake. Olivia for 2. It's off the iron. Marley the rebound. Marley puts it up. It's a little off. And the other way. That was a good move by 12. And Gable Adams calling a jump ball that time. They didn't seem to listen to him, though. Oh, and it drops for 12. 12's got some nice post moves. Full speed ahead. Good defense by Olivia. She cut off the angle. It's Dahlberg for 2. It's off. Blue ball. All right. Way to go, girls. Good job. Once again, that was the 5th grade girls basketball. JWP, they did a great job. Great job, girls. The future Bulldogs. So I guarantee you'll be hearing a lot of those names down the road. A lot of talent in that youth program. But once again, our score at halftime, 36-16. We're 2 minutes away from second half action, and it looks like we're gonna have Donovan. Donovan's gonna see if he can handle the scoreboard. So let's see what he's got. Let's see if he can switch the period. All right. All right, I accidentally hit go off air. We're back. Hopefully we're on. Oh boy. Well, hey, I was trying to point out that it still said half on the screen, and I accidentally hit go off the air. So hopefully we're live right now. So if you're watching at home, you know, but I don't. So it says recording, it says streaming, so I didn't hit stop stream, so we'll see. Well, hopefully everything's uploaded. So in the first half, boy, it was a long first half. It is 9:10 at night, and we have an entire second half to go. So that's an indication of how late it is, and this very well could be 10 o'clock at night by the time we get out of here. So I told my wife I'd probably be home at about 9:15. So she's probably waiting for me at the door here in a few moments. Not the case at all. And with that buzzer, we will begin the second half here momentarily. All right. Lynch across center court. Olsen, long two. It's off, misses everything. Cords had a foot on the out of bounds line. And Williamson and Williamson that time. To Taylor, down low, nice pass to Williamson, puts it up and in for two. And we're up to a 22-point lead for the Mavericks of Martin County West. Martin County West is the consolidated effort. The old Tremont school, and there's a few other schools I'm missing that the Martin County West. They're one of the longest distance rivals in the Valley Conference. I believe it's either them or Granada, Hunley, East Shane, Truman, Martin Luther on who is the furthest away. And Williamson the ball. Wrightson, long two, it's in. (40-16) in favor of the Mavericks. And what's the call? What's the call? Olsen will inbound. Excuse me, Lynch will inbound. Throws it into Cords. Heading the other way are the Mavericks. Nice. Oh, what a move. What a move by Ekman. 42-16 our score. And unfortunately, it looks like a lot of the fans in the stands were parents of the fifth graders. It's cleared out a little bit in here. But we thank you for sticking with us. That's going to be a foul on the Mavericks. There you go, Donovan. Good work. Good work. I just hope we're on right now. I hit the wrong button. Oh, it was a good move by Cords. Couldn't go. Oh, no. And what's the call? Call is going to go to the Mavericks. 42-16. All right. Oh, between the legs, and it's going to head back to the Bulldogs. Shook. And it's off. Rebound Shook. Budak on the shot on that one. And oh, stolen away. It's Lynch with the ball. Nice pass to Cords. Cords puts it up and in for two. Say hello to John and Lakeville. I hope they're able to watch right now. I hope we're on the air. It says we are. I'll have to check when I get home if I'm awake. I mean, it is getting late. Shook across the center court line. Corridge puts it up and in for two. Oh, between the legs again. Could not save it. Going to head back to the Bulldogs. Another unforced error. Fresh five coming in for the Bulldogs. We have Lacey Cords, Kylie Swen, Tyler Kroll, Emma Johnson, and Mandy Gruss. I believe this is Lacey Cords' first appearance of the night. To Johnson. That's a good look. Oh, nothing but net, but not the right kind. You know, I think Johnson, I think she hesitated a bit. She had a better look maybe the first time. Over to Taylor. Stolen away by Swen. To Johnson. And Mavericks heading the other way. Oh, skid knees on that time. You can hear the skid. But she'll get up and shoot a three. Oh my heavens, what on earth. I thought she was hurt. She gets the pass and shoots the three. So maybe it was the possum play, I'm not sure. But foul on the floor. Cords will be entering for the Bulldogs, as well as Lynch. And subs coming in for the Martin County West Mavericks as well. TZ, Owens, and I believe Klima coming in. Johnson gets it into Swen. Swen over to Gruss. Gruss to Johnson. Over to Lynch. Good movement by the Bulldogs. Johnson to Gruss. Threads it in. Johnson, long two. It's off. Good look, though. Whoa, fast break offense. We had some thuds at the booth as someone was doing that bottle flipping, I think. Emma Johnson over to Lynch. Lynch is thinking about it. Oh, and passes it to Johnson. Hold is the call on Williamson. And subs coming in for the Bulldogs. Shook coming in. And it's Johnson with the ball. Johnson gets it into Lynch.
Yes, no, it's not halftime. It's just that second quarter. I don't know what happened.
And Shook, it's off the rim. Rebound, and it's a tussle. Jump ball is the call.
Yeah.
Subs coming in for the Mavericks. We have Williamson coming in favor of Ekman.
11.
All right. And Klima gets it over to Williamson. Williamson down low to Owens. What's the call here? Boy, we're rolling around. Jump ball eventually is called. And sack will come in for the Bulldogs in favor of Lynch. And it'll be 8th grader to freshman right now as Johnson throws it into Sack. Sack to Groos. Groos fakes. Back to Sack. To Shook. Johnson to Groos. Sack for 3. It's off. Good rebound. Oh, but couldn't handle it. Could Shook. Klima. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Sack. And a little bit of a hesitation here. But then again, that's been the whole evening. We have an injured player. Klima is injured. So they're going to substitute Wrightson in. I believe Wrightson will shoot the free throws. And free throws up for Wrightson. It is in. And the Mavericks, I believe, are up to 50 now. Or are they? Or is it 49? It is 50. It is 50. Multiples of 10, 20 and 50. Least common multiples, 100 for you math people. And it's off. So it's a 30-point lead right now for the Mavericks. Kind of came out of nowhere. It stayed close in the first half, but now it's fluttering away. Three-pointer, it's kind of a push shot. Long rebound, and what's the call? Yes, it's a foul. Yes, and it's a foul on, I believe that's on Wrightson. And sub coming in for the Martin County West Mavericks. Taylor for Wrightson. And Johnson inbounds to Sack. And Johnson over to Shook. Passing it around are the Bulldogs, and traveling is the call. I didn't have a good vantage point of it, but obviously the referee did, and the call was made. And 10 minutes left in the second half. I'm not sure if we're on, I don't know what the running time rule is. 9:58 to go, 50-20 our score. Nice no-look pass by Owens. And it's off the front iron. And jump ball is the call, and Budak will come in as well as Lynch. Coming in for Groos and Shook. And these Bulldogs use a deep bench. The only Bulldog not to come in yet has been King. Although King is 6-footer, she'll certainly see her time down the road, no doubt about it. Johnson to Lynch. And this half going a little at a little faster pace. Three-pointer, it's off. Good hustle rebound by Johnson. Oh, but just the defense, too much pressure. Foul is called. And it'll be Miller at the line. Jade Miller, a junior. She's seen a little bit of action. Kroll will be coming back in. Free throw rattles around and in. Kroll coming in favor of Cords. Junior for junior. Second free throw out. Budak comes away with the board. Lynch calling the shots. To Kroll. Kroll for two. It's off. Good hustle play by Johnson. Oh, and a lot of the Mavericks fans do not like the call. Coach Taylor seems okay with it. Some fans are very angry about it. They're still yelling. And Kroll's open. They're going to leave her alone. Drive that in and shoot, Tyler. And body foul on Sack. I didn't hit the wrong button this time, Donovan. And, oh, it's off. Sack the rebound. Over to Lynch. Over to Sack. Oh, and all the way in is Lynch. And 22-51 our score in favor of the Mavericks. Once again, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us at this NFHS broadcast. Whether you're watching it live or in the future. And I know nights like this, when the score gets out of hand, it's probably pretty tempting to tune it off, but we appreciate you sticking around. Lacey Cords will be coming in a little bit. Free throw is up, and it is in for Teasy. And Martin County clearing the bench right now, and we'll get these names out there. Number 45, Lexi Lang has entered. Hunter Wrightson, she was a starter. She's back in. Alyssa Williamson in. And number Klima's in. So the only new name of that group was Lexi Lang. And Renee Ekman also coming in favor of Teasy. So Lang is the new name on the court for the Mavericks. Timeout called by Coach Prunty. Once again, we just want to remind you, on January the 17th, the St. Clair Cyclones coming into town to play our Lady Bulldogs. On the 19th, the Mandalia Blackhawks coming into town. And, of course, on January 23rd, the Waseca Blue Jays coming into town. Should be 3 fine contests. Please come out and support your Bulldogs. Support us live and in Technicolor right here. You know the spot, right here at the former, we used to call it the Doghouse, but right here live. And also I want to say something about the concession stand. Boy, let me tell you, they got it all. They got hot dogs. They got hamburgers. They got pizza. Did I say tacos? They got tacos. The softest pretzels you'll ever find. And the cheese is so, so good. And we're talking county fair food. We're talking mini donuts. We're talking cotton candy. They even have Klondike bars now. They have smoothies. If you want it and they don't have it, you don't need it. Please come out. You know, kind of come for the game, stay for the meal. And we're back. And that is Lynch coming down across center court. Over to Johnson, another one of those young guns of the Bulldogs. He's going to stay with the Bulldogs. I think next time Johnson will be a little more aggressive on getting that. Gruce coming in. The youth movement. Gruce, a freshman. Gruce to Lynch. Sack. To Cords. Cords to Gruce. Gruce can't handle it. Cords. It's up and in for Cords. Nice shot by Lacey. Down low. Good defense by Cords. Block. A scrum. Good hustle by Gruce and Sack that time. Gets it into Sack. Back over to Lynch. 7:22 to go. And Cords out to Sack. Ooh, tried to pass it through a couple arms that time. Williamson. Over to Wrightson. Oh, jump ball. Good play that time by Gruce. All right. Oh, and they're going to call it on Kroll. Knocked her down like a bowling pin that time. All right, 53-24, 6:51 to go, 9:30 in the evening. I'd say we'll be out of here in the next 10-15 minutes. That's my prediction. Now it looks like the Martin County West, they are officially clearing the bench here. Many subs coming in momentarily. We'll get those names to you in a moment. Lang again. It's off. Gruce to Sack. Sack for 3. It's off. Heading the other way. Oh, down the court. No one's down there. And lays it up and in does Williamson. Gruce to Sack. Sack the drive. Oh, a little hard on the layup. Kroll's going to draw the foul. And Kroll's heading to the line for a pair. Shook to come in momentarily. 6:05 left in the second half. Yes, Alexia King coming in for the first time. Glad to see Alexia going in. And she looks like will be going in for shooter if Tyler makes the shot. So So Alexia King will be making her first appearance on the night. King, the 6-foot sophomore. I predicted a few years ago when she was a 7th grader that one day King would be a starter on varsity. We'll see if that happens. And King coming in for Kroll. King, the tallest Bulldog on the team. Only a sophomore. Gets it into King. Nice bounce pass there to Cords. Bounce pass to Johnson. Johnson probably should have shot right away. But that shot goes in. Johnson for 2. And the crowd goes wild for Emma Johnson. And Aaron Tiem, the junior, has entered the contest. And as has Danny Nelson, a sophomore. So new names in for the Mavericks. 55-26 our score, 5:17 to go second half. The rainbow shot misses. King the board. Oh, watch those elbows, Alexia. Watch those elbows. Alexia, great rebounder. Cords for 2. It's off. King the board. Hits the deck. Oh, and they're bouncing around like, oh my. I don't know what the call's going to be. They were hitting the bumpers like they were in a pinball game there for a moment. Anakin agrees. That is the fourth foul on Johnson. Boy, that's hard to believe. She's hardly been in. Now fake. And it's going to be a hold. And I believe that will be on King.
That's right, Max. That's right.
It is on King, her first. And it is bonus the rest of the way for the Mavericks of Martin County West. 55-26 our score. It's off. Rebound Shook. Cords over to Gruce. To Johnson. Oh, not a double dribble. I can't believe it. Shook wide open. They get it to her finally. A little late. Johnson the board out to Gruce. Gruce for 2. It's off. And jump ball. Possession arrow favors Martin County West. And Lang and Owens coming back in for the Mavericks. 4:17 to go second half, 55-26. Getting close. 5 is the call. 5-second violation by the Mavericks. And Johnson will inbound. They get it to King. King for 2, it's up and in. King called for it and then got it. Nice putback by King. Stolen away, I think. Nope. And that's going to be oh. King got caught in a bad position that time. And that'll be King's second foul. Free throws up, it's off. No subs coming in for either squad. Free throws in. Johnson down court to Cords. Fake. Johnson, that's a long 2. It's off. Shook. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession favors the Bulldogs. And Lynch will be returning. Who's Lynch coming in for? Gruce. Shook skies for the ball. Oh, and Johnson just can't save it. And almost 5 that time. Heading the other way are the Mavericks. Stolen away by Lynch. Down court to Shook. Oh, yep. I thought it was going to be on Shook. I thought she led with the arm a little bit. Not the case. Defensive foul. Free throws up. It's off. Owens the board. It's going to stay with the Mavericks. 3:31 to go. And laying down low to, oh, I thought it was going to be out of bounds. Nelson tried to save it. Saved it right into the arms of Cords. Oh, traveling is the call on Johnson. They're stolen away by Johnson. And a body foul. Johnson will head to the line. Timeout called by the Martin County West coach. All right, well, I don't know how many are left with us, but we appreciate you coming in. Once again, I want to thank Donovan and Anakin. One of our best broadcasts at the booth, no doubt about it. All right, Witz Electric, residential commercial farm, new construction remodeling. Please contact Roger Witz of Pemberton, 507-234-6694. They've been doing it since 1949. If you're in business since 1949, you know you're successful at what you do. So please, once again, contact Roger Witz of Witz Electric of Pemberton, 507-234-6694. And we're back out of the timeout. Johnson at the line. Free throw up and in. She's going to get a second. I see that happen all the time when people mess up on that. Johnson's second free throw is up. Whoa, it falls in. 56-30, down the court. Stolen by King. Over to Johnson. Body foul. And we're not going to make it quite to 10 o'clock, but this is a late one. Free throws off. Owens got the board. Nice spin move that time by Owens. And King, another hustle play. Bulldog basketball. The Bulldogs no quitting them. They're celebrating every success. Bounce past the Cords. Cords to Johnson. Errant pass, and it's going to head to the Mavericks with 2:41 to go. Gets it in. Miller blocked by King. And King using that. The long arms, 6 foot. And what's the call? It's going to stay with the Mavericks. Miller will inbound. And it's in for two, and that is Lexi Lang with the bucket. Down to Shook. Johnson to Cords. Cords thought about it. Drives in. It's off. Big rebound by King. It's off. Johnson for two. Nice play by Johnson. Good rebound. Stolen by Lynch. Punched out. King over to Johnson. Got to be a foul. Johnson will head to the line for two. It's off. And the second is off as well. Rebound, Shook. A lot of good rebounds tonight by Shook. Going to stay with the Bulldogs, and many of the Mavericks fans calling for the box outs to King. Cords. Nice bounce pass to Johnson. Nice pass to King. King, oh, in and out, in and out. Thought it was going to fall. Oh, the breakaway by Miller. Oh, way too hard off the glass. Hold is the call. Oh, we have an injured player. Injured player on the floor. Did she hit the back of her head, guys? Did you see? No idea. Okay. Yes, it is. Unfortunately, it is Owens who has obtained an injury in the past to the face. And now on the court, and Coach Taylor tending to her. We hope everything's okay. I did not, my vantage point was blocked slightly. I did not see what happened, but certainly we hope everything's all right for Cheyenne Owens, a great basketball player. She's a sophomore. And Coach Taylor helps her to her feet and shook up a little bit. There we go. So it appears everything's going to be okay. 1:16 to go. And I think they're going to have, yes, obviously a substitute coming in to close out the game. On the court for the Bulldogs, King, Sack, Johnson, Lynch, and Cords. Lacey Cords, that is, the cousin of Brielle. And it's going to be Klima at the line in place of Owens for the free throw. It's off. Only the single bonus for... And three-pointer for Johnson. Oh, it's off. But Cords gets the board, and she'll head to the line for a pair. Might be 40 fouls this game. In fact, actually, I know it's over 40 because double bonus in the first half, and we're at that in the second half now. We're close to it. Possibly 50 fouls. Ooh, missed everything, missed everything. Thanks again for joining us, and not only tonight, but every night you join us for these NFHS broadcasts. Please support our sponsors. Without them, these games are much more difficult, and they keep the cost down, the sponsors. So please pay them the proper respect when you're in town. 53 seconds to go. Over to Shook. And it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. It's off. Spin move, and it's over to Klima. We got 25 to go. It's a 3. It's off. Rebound. Oh, it's going to stay with the Mavericks. Get it in, and Lang puts it up and in for 2. Nice to see the reserves get some points. Final 10 seconds, and it's saved, and that might close it out, and that will close it out. And that'll do her. And the final score tonight, I want to say Mankato again. The Martin County West Mavericks 60, Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs 33. I'd like to thank personally Donovan and Anakin for joining us again. Friday the 13th. So thank you for spending your evening with us. This has been Jay Semery with another NFHS broadcast. Please be here live on the 17th as the Bulldogs take on the St. Clair Cyclones, as well as the 19th when the Madelia Blackhawks come to town. And on the 23rd, the Waseca Blue Jays come to town. All those are 7:30 tip times, except for the Waseca one, it's a 7:15 tip time. So once again, please join us for those 3 contests. For Anakin Williams and Donovan Neer, this has been Jay Semery with another NFHS broadcast. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next time.